What's up, and back at it with part 2 of the MIJ Frankenkit. If you remember in the first video, I went through the shells and selected what I thought would look good and sound good together, reducing them down to a 3-piece configuration. After deciding which lugs I wanted to go with, I placed the order and waited. And today, we got mail. I decided to go with the Drum Factory Direct version of the Gretsch lugs. This to me will give it that modern yet classic look. They also have a touch of that teardrop shark tooth shape at the bottom of the lug, which I'm really starting to fancy on kits. The only thing left to do is to put them onto the shells, as well as soak the remaining pieces that will be going back onto the shells in some Evaporust. And in true fashion here, I measured once and ordered once instead of measuring twice. Therefore, I had a discrepancy in measurements when it came to putting the lugs in the holes. In full panic mode, I started plugging every hole in the bass drum, not thinking, when I could have gotten away with just plugging the front holes and leaving the back one and then re-drilling. And with the help of a gasket, I can cover up my mistakes. And with some foam rubber material that I just happened to have laying around, I ended up making the tom mount bracket and the bass drum bracket gaskets. Up next, we have the bass drum feet, spurs, legs, whatever you want to call them. Either way, they're missing the rubbers on the bottom, and I need to fix that. And of course, the ones I bought, being the smallest that they were that they had, they do not work. And for now, my simple $2 solution will be some rubber bouncy balls, some super glue, and baking soda. With the closest drill bit that I had in size relation to the rod, I drilled out the ball 2/3 of the way through. Next, with a little bit of baking soda, I coat the inside. Applying a few drips of super glue to the end of the rod, press it in firmly and hold for about 10 seconds. This will instantly bond, stronger than steel and concrete. Side note, this is the same process in which I made this bass drum beater. This thing has been around for years and has seen its fair share of wear and tear, so I know this will work. Anyways, back to it. And just like that, crisis averted, we are back on schedule. Everything is starting to come together and look as it should, or at least good in my eyes. Up next, I tackle the snare drum that came with the kit. I happen to have a few Pearl lugs laying around, so I swapped out the ones that came on this with the newer ones. The floor tom leg brackets say Pearl on them, so why not? And just when I thought I was in the clear and ready to put some heads on the bass drum and rock out, I ran into another issue. Due to me changing the position of the bass drum lugs in the layout, I without thinking increased the length of the tension rods that will be needed to fit the heads back on. The words that no man wants to hear, my rod's too short to reach the hole. So it was back to Drum Factory Direct to order the last remaining pieces needed to get this project complete. While in the mode of money spending, I ordered a wrap for the Tama kit that also came the same day that I got the MIJ kit. A few days later, the last remaining pieces have arrived. I needed a bass drum head, so I ordered a coated 22-inch Drum Factory Direct brand one, as well as the 5-inch tension rods needed to complete everything. After unpackaging it all, I did a quick test fit to make sure, and we were back on track.